when I come through.
That's how it should be, Miss Girl. That's how it should be. One of the great movies of 2017.
Yeah. Thank you.
A comedy. I'm just pointing it out. A female-driven comedy with women of color, which they always tell you does not work. Let me explain. It made $100 million.
Yeah.
$100 million. And all those producers and directors that were like, I don't know about you, I don't know. What they say? Are they calling now?
They've been calling, and I'll be like, oh, for real? Oh, for real? And then I hang up the phone and be like, nah, I'm too busy.
You sold that movie, though, and that's nothing against anyone else in that movie. I went to that, and I texted Sonny after. I was like, why am I falling in love with Tiffany Haddish? I was like,
right away,
you couldn't watch anyone but you. Like, you were... Oh, yeah. That was amazing. And this stat, which will be just mentioned in your intro, I found it hard to believe that you were the first Black female comedian host of SNL. Did you even know that before you got there?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I thought that Whoopi hosted it. I was like harassing everybody that I knew to get me her number so I could be like, girl, tell me how to do it. And then I called her, she's like, I just did a sketch. Bitch, you the first.
That's right. That's right. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. And you told me to do a good job.
And
I tried my best to do it.
And you did.
And
you were magnificent.
Thank you, boo. Thank you. You know, I tried to represent.
So your new book, it's called The Last Black Unicorn. It's really funny, and she's got it right there. But you also include some really dark and painful things from your past, like, and this is a lot, growing up with a mentally ill mother, living in several foster homes, becoming homeless, and living through an abusive relationship. You said in the book you didn't intend to include any of this. Why did you change your mind and end up sharing it?
Well, I decided to share it because I felt like, you know I can't be the only person that's gone through these things or that is going through these things. And I figured if somebody reads this and see that I came out this way, they could be like, well, you know, if Tiffany could do it, I know I could do it, you know? And I just felt like it would inspire and raise, especially women, but guys too, up to another level in life where they can be like, I can achieve anything, because really it's about how you think. I really believe in my heart, it's all about your thoughts, and if you believe that you can do something and do the work towards that, you can be and do whatever you want.
Very good.
Wonderful message.
Good girl. Some people have the constitution to overcome adversity. Others cannot as easily. So good for you. But how did you overcome the adversity of the male-dominated field of comedy?
Well, girl, that's a journey. And you have to be really strong. I think, you know, like, guys will try, they will try you, okay? Especially if you're cute, they try you. And I'll be like, no! They tell you you're not funny. They tell you if you do this, I'll give you this. If you do that, I'll let you open up for me. All these things they would tell me, and I would be like, I'm gonna use my talent, I'm gonna use my know-how, and I'm gonna use my work ethic to achieve. And then one day you're gonna be asking to open up for me. And that's what happened.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
You rely on your talent and your work ethic. I love that.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yes.
And in fact, you say that the only place that the comedy saved your life, and the place that you feel safest is on stage.
Yeah.
How is that?
Well, let me explain to you, girl. When you've been through a lot of things, you gotta have your safe place, a place where you feel most comfortable. And for me, that's the stage. When I'm on stage, I know nobody can really hurt me. They can maybe yell things at me, maybe throw a tomato or something like that, but it's not gonna really hurt me. And if somebody does try to hurt me, I have a room full of witnesses that will be able to tell on my behalf what happened. Right? So I feel like it's the safest place for me. And like nobody can really hurt you up there. And I got the microphone, I got the power, you know?
What does it do for you? Does it make you feel powerful?
Girl, yeah, you feel powerful. It's like, for me, being on stage is like, it's kind of like, I guess, like somebody who does drugs or whatever, like that high, that fix. Like, let me go 3 weeks without doing a comedy show, and I'm like, oh, I need to get on stage. It's working out for me. Like, I need to, like, it's my everything. It's where I feel like the best me that I could possibly be. Even when I'm failing, even when I'm bombing, I might be the worst. Nobody's laughing, they just all looking. At least they looking, you know? Like, I feel like the most happiest happiest there. That's where I'm the most happiest. They're in Bermuda. Anyway.
The best place.
You know, most people may not know that you performed at over 500 bar mitzvahs.
Yeah.
Wow. That's called dues. Paying your dues.
That's right. That's right.
Wow.
Because it's all about the work.
Right, it's about the work. And my title when I did the bar mitzvahs was energy producer, so I would bring the energy. My job was to get the
you were
party
like the
going.
hype person?
I was the hype. Yeah, I was the flavor of the mitzvah. Yeah! Let's go! Mazel tov! Lion! Lift up that chair. You strong?
For a second, I was imagining you doing one of your sets for these 13-year-olds.
Oh no, that too. That too. I would do
Oh, okay.
comedy too. Like I would MC. I would do stand up. I would like help the DJ out. I would get people dancing. I would choreograph dance routines for the grand entrance. Like I did it all, baby. 11 years.
When you need the money, you do it all.
Yeah.
But not just that. It also teaches you about a room.
Right.
Yeah.
It teaches you how to figure out if you're needed somewhere or something needs to happen. This is what dues are.
Right.
That's when you play all these different, that's what you learn.
Yeah.
You know?
I can't wait to see if somebody breaks out a video of me at the mitzvah dancing with some
You know-
old
I will
man.
pay for that video.
It'll show up.
I'm sure there's hundreds of them.
Yeah,
They probably don't realize it's me. They're like, look at that little skinny girl. She was in here. She was the only one.
Oh, they know now.
only
Look,
one
they
with the
know
brown
now.
skin.
They know now.
I was at your party.
Really quickly, you call Kevin Hart your comedy angel. Why?
Right. Okay, so when I was homeless, we used to do this sketch comedy show, right? And I always tried to hide that I was homeless because I got a lot of pride. So I always kept my nails done and my hair done. And one day I'm rolling up in my Geo Metro and it got all my stuff in there. And he sees it and he's like, yo, what's going on? I said, I'm in between houses right now. Leave me alone. And so he's like, we got to talk after the show. We're going to talk. And so he pulled me to the side and talked to me. And he's like, why are you living in your car? And I just told him, you know, what was up. And he's like, you're a beautiful girl. Like, you could be living with any man. Any man would be happy to have you in their house. And I'm like, look, I'm not sleeping with nobody for a roof over my head, okay? I sleep with people to heal them.
Yeah.
So he said, well, look, here go $300. Get yourself a hotel room for the week and like come up with a list of goals. Make a list of goals that you want to achieve and start tackling those goals. And so I took the money. It's like, you can't get no hotel room for a week in LA for $300.
No.
So I got me a little like hourly spot. Right. Took a shower, wrote out a list, and started tackling them. And here I am today.
Good for you.
Achieving those goals.
You know? Just personally, I've been waiting on you a long time.
I've been waiting on you a long time.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you to Tiffany Haddish. You are all going home with Tiffany's new book, The Last Black Unicorn. It's wonderful. You will love it. We'll be right back.